Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we're getting into the new update, version 0.8.0, where we have new oddities, events, XP changes, lifetime achievements, asset downloads, and UI improvements. So we're going to be going through with ZEROHAN's breakdown on Wizards Unite Hub, who's done a really good breakdown of it. If you want to check this information out after, I will put the link in the description for Wizards Unite Hub. Definitely visit there. There's tons of good stuff on there related to the game. So, new in version 0.8.0. Get ready to board the hype train Wizards because Harry Potter Wizards Unite was just updated to 0.80 on Android, bringing a plethora of bug fixes, UI changes, and balance changes. Note that when we've had changes before, so updates sometimes, well, when it was followed after that, shortly after with New Zealand release, then we had a release of, I think it was version 0.7.0. We had another update and then it was available to Australia, so potentially we're going to see this as an increase beta to the UK. Please. Best under the hood, the hub team have discovered a lot of noteworthy changes, most of which we did not expect. We believe this to be one of the first updates geared towards the worldwide release, and code changes seem to corroborate that. So before, they have been very minor fixes, not a lot to talk about, but in this there has been a ton of changes, so let's get into it. Official changelog is that coming soon, new profession upgrade items called restriction section books, available going to be during limited time events. Unlock the Borgin and Burke's Wizard Shop experience with 2 kilometers and 5 kilometers portkey portmanteau. Increase the chances of earning the Masterful bonus for high accuracy spellcasting. Conserve mobile data by downloading game assets over Wi-Fi in settings menu, so that's going to be helpful. Lifetime achievements added to Ministry ID. Improvements to how traces appear from dark detectors. Changes to visual appearance of wizarding challenges, foes in the arena, and professions. Portkey portmanteaus no longer appear on the map if your portmanteau inventory is full. And improved performance for wizarding challenge and portkeys. So, first of all, let's get into lifetime achievements. Your ministry now features a new section under the bottom, which just below wizarding achievements, and the new section showcases your lifetime number of foundables returned, distance walked, unique ins, greenhouses visited, wizarding challenges won. Which this is going to be good because a lot of people were asking for this as like a missing thing. Is obviously with Pokemon Go, you have these little achievements to work towards and stats that you can compare with your friends and see, well, how many kilometers have you walked versus me? How many have you encountered? So it'd be nice to have that addition to the game. These achievements have already been tracked in the background and should contain data from the date you started playing. Data lost and inaccuracies are possible after all this is beta. XP changes. The overall XP requirements have been reduced significantly. This applies to levels 1 through to 60. Some level requirements have been reduced up to 50%, while others were only mildly adjusted. The new requirements are available here, so which is quite nice that they are reducing it after what they've seen people going through, because it's really annoying when they've released beta and then they increase the XP changes. So all the people during the beta period have had like a massive chance to level up. It's nice that we're going to see even up to a 50% reduction to go from some levels to the others. Preload assets on Wi-Fi, as if following up on our recent How and Why Wizards Unite uses a lot of mobile data article, which they put out. Go check that out. Niantic has added a new option to preload game assets while on Wi-Fi. The option is available from Suitcase, Settings, Download All Assets, and will allow you to roughly download all the 2,300-ish assets, roughly 2.2 gigabytes in size. The download can take a while, but it does download and cache all the in-game assets. So this is a huge thing to have that will massively reduce the data. You can see that's 2.2 gig data. So if you're going back and forth loading things up, you are going to be using all that data that you have on your phone. And 2.2 gigs worth if you visit every single asset, but you'll be visiting some things twice. So if you check the notify about new assets option, the game will prompt you if there are new assets available to download. We strongly suggest to keep this option checked to avoid high data usage. We haven't done any testing in respect to new data usage, but we expect it to be dramatically lowered. All the assets are cached once they're downloaded and should be stored on your device. Next, we have new oddities and new brilliant event. So, Centaur Bow. So, previously we just had, is it Pixie, a Fire Ents, or is it just a Centaur, think it's Fire Ends. We have a werewolf, and who's that? I don't know who that is. Is it a Death Eater? A vampire. Maybe a vampire. I don't know. But we had that. But the new Centaur Bow Oddity has appeared in the Oddities section of the registry. The Centaur Bow requires 10, 20, 40 and 80 shards to completely return to get the high prestige. This is the 5th oddity required to complete in the Oddities section. Next, we have a brilliant event coming up. So in addition to the Centaur Bow, a new brilliant event has been added to the game, although it's not active yet. The event features several foundables that will be available in their special brilliant form. So we can find a brilliant buckbeak, brilliant acromantula, brilliant salamander, brilliant scorched yew tree, brilliant snargaluff, and a brilliant unicorn. According to the newly discovered code, there should be a new collection page titled Fantastic Flora and Fauna, and is aimed to utilize several new features such as the quest chains and a special 7k portmanteau and targeted collection quests. The following strings have been discovered as supporting text for the event, and this was what actually was released. Is now we have this special coming soon, a brilliant event, Fantastic Flora and Fauna. The Forbidden Forest has been thrown out of sorts by the calamity. Lend Hagrid a helping hand by returning the forest's missing flora and fauna to its proper place. So it was right there. Next, we have some undocumented changes. Things weren't in the start that we went through. More than 6,000 lines were removed from the code base, hiding the list of foundables currently available in the game. Data mining is posed to become more difficult moving forward. So that list is not available, but that list I will be releasing in my video, which details all 142 foundables. It will now be 143 because of the Centaur Bow. A number of quest hooks has been added, allowing Niantic to release quests that are similar to Pokemon Go field research tasks. Nice. So far we are able to spot the following hooks objectives. So brew so many potions, cast so many spells, collect so many ingredients, collect so many foundables, spin so many inns, play so many times in a fortress, unlock so many portmanteaus, and win so many traces. So just like in Pokemon Go, these look like things that are like, brew 3 potions and you've completed your daily field research task. The vast majority of code changes in the APK relates to the following: asset preloading, event and quest support, and bug fixes. Although 0.8.0 is a big step up from 0.6.0, we're still seeing bugs we don't consider to be production yet. So worth noting is if you have downloaded APKs, I think the 0.7.0 update, I've just got that, and I don't think I've got the 0.8 or 0.0 update. You are able to access daily rewards, but apparently if you download 0.8.0 and you're running on that, you don't get them anymore. So it might be good to hold back whilst we're still able to load the game up without it forcing an update. Keep it on that and get your daily spins. So I think there's a few things definitely in here in the official changelog that are worth mentioning. Profession upgrade item restricted section books. It'll be interesting to see how that works. A new Borgin and Burke's Wizard Shop experience. So far I think we have Dumbledore's office and Hagrid's hut. So these are the things where you have a portmanteau, you've walked the kilometers on it, you unlock it and you throw down a port key. Port key appears and you're able to go through it into an augmented reality room of whichever the type it is, and in that you can search around and find ingredients, experience, things like that. So Borgin and Burke's Wizard Shop's added to it, and there will be more. There is a list of I think about 6 or 8 other ones that they have in the code, so it won't be just that we'll be experiencing in the game at full release probably. Increased chances of earning masterful bonus for high accuracy spellcasting, so it looks like maybe the chances are reduced. In terms of the difficulty is reduced for doing that. I think the Wi-Fi game assets is a massive thing that will help conserve a lot of our data. I'm concerned, I have 15 gigabytes a month, and I've gone through that very easily when I'm constantly playing a game. Lifetime achievements added, improvement to how traces appear from dark detectors. Okay, so that's interesting. So it'll be improvements to how they appear. It'll be interesting to see the exact specifics of that, how that will work.
Changes to the visual experience of wizarding challenges. Portkey portmanteaus no longer appear on the map if your portmanteau inventory is full. So previously you could have your 8 portmanteaus and you would still encounter some, but you won't anymore. And improved performance for wizarding challenges of portkeys. So a big change, probably the biggest update that we have seen yet in the game. And yeah, it's probably going to be a sign of really good things to come. That if we're getting this like a month after beta, over a month now of beta, that they're probably going to be looking every month to add new things to it, which will keep the game exciting, I think. And if they're adding some, if we're working on other changes like implementing PvP in the background, different challenges, events, I think that's going to be really good for the game. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you found that helpful. Massive thanks to ZEROHAN who created this very quickly. He did his research very quickly and put it up on Wizards Unite Hub. Definitely go check the channel out, the website out. And that's all for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. I will be putting many content when the game goes global in relation to it. I've got it all ready to drop. So everything you need to know about potions, spell casting, profession picking, so all those things. So make sure to hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with that. That's all for this one. See you guys soon.